What if the reason that you haven't created that soulmate relationship, that soulmate you want yet, is not that you're too much, only that you're dreaming too small? Most people think that they have to have all kinds of conditions in place first. Perhaps you think you need to lose weight or have some other condition in place, or do you need to perfect this problem or solve that problem, or fix this or that before it is that you can actually go for it. Only love doesn't arrive that way. It doesn't arrive because you heal more or do more. It arrives because you decide to create it. So instead of asking, what do I need to change, ask, what do I want to create? I'm Kimberly, and I help people create that soulmate relationship. And when you think about the soulmate relationship, it's what is it that you want? What are the qualities that you want? You start with this vision. What do I want? And you want what you want for no other reason than this is what you want. What I wanted was a Spanish speaker, and I wanted somebody that was fun to be with. Those were my qualities. When you're creating this relationship, when you're going for it, when you're creating that vision, always remember that you're going for the qualities for a pure reason. You want what you want, only not in order to get something else. A friend of mine said that she wanted to marry a man with a whole lot of money. That's what she told me. And when I asked her why, she said, well, so I can travel. And the truth is, she wasn't really interested in finding a partner. What she wanted was traveling and having the resources to do that. That is an example of a negative vision, because what she really wanted was to travel. And that's great. She could definitely travel. She could have that whether or not she had a partner. So her actual choice, her actual thing that she wanted here was to travel. A partner was incidental to that. She could find resources to travel without the partner. So that wasn't a true choice. To create what it is you truly want, it needs to be a true choice. Creating what really matters to you. You want it because you want it and not for some other reason. There doesn't even have to be a reason. You just want to create this. And once you decide what it is you want, then you need to know where you are right now in relationship to what you want. Think of it like a GPS. It can't guide you without both a destination and a starting point. This creates a tension, only it's not tension in the way you usually think of tension. This is a creative tension. And it's a tension between where you are now and where it is you want to be. You can think of it like a rubber band. So here, this rubber band has 2 points. And one of these points is your vision. So here's your vision. And here is where you are right now in relationship to that vision. And what your mind wants to do is come up with ways to resolve that tension. It wants to resolve the tension, and it will think of all kinds of ideas to help resolve that so that you can have what it is you want, collapse the tension. And this either can go toward what it is you do want or what it is you don't want. Either way, it's going to resolve the tension. Instead of letting old doubts pull you back, let your vision draw you forward. Open yourself up to the myriad of ideas, the many ways what you want can occur. Thomas Edison used his dream space. He asked for an idea that would illuminate the world, and he came up with the incandescent light bulb after sleeping on it. We dreamed of this cat. This is Dreamily. Before we ever met her, we took this to our dreams. We wanted to know who is our next cat. And we dreamed specifically of this one. And you can do the same with love. You can ask for a dream as you go to sleep. What is the next step? And we had some steps to create that relationship that I would love to have. And see what comes to you in the freshness of the morning. Something will come. One of my favorite love dream stories is of a young woman named Kristen. And she was in an article in Guideposts. She once dreamed about a man who had blue eyes and dark hair. And months later at a party, her friend introduced her to someone new. And to her shock, it was the man in her dream. Even more incredible, he had also dreamed about meeting his future wife that very same week. And Kristen and Kyle are now married. Dreams, whether they're visions of the day or of the night, aren't merely stories we tell ourselves. They contain energy, the bridge between where you are and what it is that you want to bring into the world. You're not too much. You're simply being called by your highest aspirations to dream bigger. Just be clear. Define your vision. What is it that you want? Where are you now in relationship to what it is you want? And let that vision pull you forward. If this inspired you, I have a class coming up on love and dreams. It's only for an hour. It's on the October 25th and 26th. If you're in New Zealand or Australia, it would be October 26th. I'll put a link in comments and you can check that out. And remember that your soulmate may already be calling to you in your dreams.